Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Solar and Snute on Prion Terraces. This was found at LOTV.spawningtool.com. You too can find replays here of your favorite players, Bomber, Snute, Solar, MC Innovation, Mana, Stefano, TLO, Puck, all the people you know from my channel and love. You can find the replays there and learn to play like the pros. Alright, in the bottom right of Prion Terraces, we have the red Zerg player. It is Liquid's Snute. Again, representing Team Liquid. And in the top left, we have the yellow Zerg player. It is Solar. So this is our weekly ZVZ. Again, I will be doing one ZVZ, one TVT, and one PvP every single week. I'm actually not sure if I did a TVT this week, to be entirely honest. I looked at my calendar because that's where I kind of schedule everything that I do, and the answer is I don't think I did. So those of you that like TVT, I'll get you in the flip side. I'll catch you next week. We will be sure not to miss it this time around. Okay, so it looks like a one-base play here from Snute, going for that extractor into the spawning pool. Not really going for a hatchery quite yet, unless he goes... Is he going to put it out here? Looks like he's saving up for it, and he is. Okay, so going for a spawning pool first with an extractor to do some aggression, but at the same time getting this gold base to compensate for that. I like that here. Solar, on the other hand, went for a hatch first play here into an extractor, into a spawning pool, but did not take the gold. Was a little bit too afraid of taking this gold and losing it to some early lings, because neither player is really scouting. Keep that in mind. Overlords are on the way, but it's way too late by the time your overlord shows up at the opponent's base to see if their spawning pool is there or not. You're pretty much just playing blind, which kind of drives me crazy, but you know what? The pros know what they're doing, and I trust them not to make any mistakes. So here we are at Liquid Snute's base. There are 4 lings in production, as well as a metabolic boost and a queen. So trying to be a little bit aggressive here. We'll see if that ling count gets anywhere towards, 8, 9, 10, which is where you start getting worried if you're Solar. 4 you can really handle with a couple queens. Not that he has any queens yet. Oh, there it is. Indeed it is. Queen on the way. Why is that only working if it's selected? Whatever. Not going to worry about it right now. And here comes a drone checking things out on here. Oh, okay, so Liquid Snute is getting a Baneling Nest to go along with that speed. And here comes the drone transfer train right on time. Liquid Snute being so smart with this, bringing the drones in exactly when this is going to finish. Meanwhile, some lings are heading back home. I mean, there are lings out here for Solar, Baneling Nest of his own. So it's going to be some ling Baneling action here early on, which is fairly standard in ZVZ. If you play Zerg on the ladder, you know how to do this. I mean, unless you're stuck in like bronze or something, because you will lose to this every single time. If you haven't figured it out, then you might have problems advancing in the ladder. A spine crawler coming up for Solar as well. That's really good to help with defense against lings, against banelings. If you use the spine crawler to target banelings as they're waddling up to your mineral line and your drones, you can actually kill them before they explode on your workers, which is exactly what you want to do here. Ling versus ling action. They both... no! Solar does not have speed, which makes this a little bit difficult for him. It is just about to finish, but not going to happen. And Zergling does explode there. Poor little guy. So nobody has really done much scouting at all as of yet. I mean, again, this base is known by Solar, but nothing is known at all by Snute. He's trying to change that by moving some lings on up into the main base. But once again, there is a spine crawler here. And a queen. Pretty good positioning here on the queen. It's difficult to get a surround on the queen when there's a spine here, Baneling Nest here, kind of attack down here if you want, but that's about it. Lings head on back home for Snute. So he says, his aggressive opening, I'm not sure if it paid off there. I really don't think it did. However, he has more workers than his opponent because, once again, this gold base is really helping him a lot. Again, a lot of players complain that Prion Terraces is beneficial towards the Zerg, to put it nicely. Some links here for Solar, run on in. Appropriate that they are yellow because Solar is the sun. But anyway, and a ZVZ having the gold is also excellent. So Zerg just really benefit from having gold bases. There are so many here on this map, so easy to take. Queen's trying to stab away. Are the lings all going to survive? Yeah, both lings got all the way in here in the main base of Snute and almost made it all the way home before they got dead, but I think they were told to stop and fight, and that was their downfall, so don't do that. Solar is getting a spire back here behind his main mineral line, and Liquid Snute is going for a hive of his own, not quite finished yet. And a third base. So I think Solar might be going for a 2-base attack here with Mutas. And what's Snute's response going to be? It looks like he has roaches on the way, +1 missile attack at the same time. This coming on down. Oh, Zerg ends up getting killed there before the Zergling gets killed, before the banelings explode upon it unnecessarily, which would be sad for Snute. I mean, again, has he scouted anything at all. Again, he knows there's a base here. He saw the baneling nest, but he doesn't know anything about the mutas that are coming. I don't see any spore crawlers on the way, which he will need, unless this roach attack can just kill Solar straight up before Solar can get there. Ling's pinning that such important scouting Ling to the wall and killing it, not allowing it into the main base at all. So a Ling baneling muta play here from Solar, and straight up roaches with Galil Reconstitution and +1 attack from Snute. Solar is kind of scouting around with the Overseer. I think Solar's done a better job scouting throughout this match. Overseer of Snute's own. Oh, did it see it? Did it see it? No, it didn't see the spire. Oh, no, Snute, don't go home yet. Oh, all right, I guess he's going to go home, not knowing at all what the deck choice is here. Although, again, the number of Lings that there are, that usually tells you that it's going to be mutas, but 8 mutas on the way for Solar. Snute, there we go, getting spore crawlers now. Obviously, very intelligent choice there. 3 bases and a 3rd base on the way for Solar at the same time. So the Lings are here, just kind of running around, making sure that nothing bad is on the way, and there's definitely not. Liquid Snute is in defensive mode now. He has his roaches here, he has spore crawler, he has queens, and ooh, Baneling tried to sneak on in, didn't really do much of anything at all. The mutas are killing overlords in the middle of the map, though. This will have the effect of supply blocking Snute, which is a massive problem for the red Zerg player here. Mutas checking to see if there are any more overlords that they can kill. The answer is no, not really. These 4, 5, 6 queens? Whoa, 6 queens, not a good place to fight there. No, they do really good against air units, especially because they can transfuse themselves. Small Ling group here trying to deal with this area, but roaches doing an excellent job shoving them away, getting them out of the area. Solar is getting +1 flyer attack for his mutas, which is so nice. +1 flyer attack really helps because of this glaive worm attack. And it bounces, right? It bounces from unit to unit. The extra attacks here as the Lings get a full surround, transfuses on everything. The roaches trying to get rid of these Lings. And look at these queens, immortal queens. 2 of them do end up falling, though. There are still 4 of them on the ground. It's actually enough to chase off Solar here. The roach is going for it. Snute says, all right, I'm going to lose to these mutas unless I can start killing stuff of my own. And muta DPS, I just don't know if it's enough to kill all of these roaches here. They're trying to do it, though. The roach acid saliva attack, and to take this hatchery down in seconds. It does end up falling, and the roaches decide to head home. They're not going to push the attack. They're not going to push the advantage here. Continuing in the roach production is Solar, not even bothering with Hydras. He's just going to try to kill his opponent, for Snute. He's going to try to kill opponents with roaches, and roaches alone. All right, and queens, I guess. Again, transfuses are going down, but the mutas refusing to take no for an answer. They do kill one of the queens, and then back out once again to try to kill these roaches in the middle of the map while they're non-protected by their queens, but keeping Snute inside his base. It looks like Solar's going to retake his 3rd back here at this gold base instead of this gold base. I guess the difference is might be a little bit harder for Snute to find, but at the same time a little bit farther away from your base and harder to defend as well. So, income tab is 43 to 41 total harvesters. Solar has the advantage there, as well as his gas income. It is looking very healthy here. Free creep tumor there. The mutas take it on out, no problem whatsoever. Queen group here. Wow, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 queens. So a queen roach composition here from Snute. Very interesting indeed. With the mutas flying around trying to deal with this, the queens are good. Man, the queens are good against anti-air. Where is it here? Acid spines, 10 damage, range of 7 here. And with transfuse, just keeps them alive so much longer than mutas are used to seeing when they're attacking ground units that are that fat. What is this? Lings trying to take down this hatchery by their lonesomes, but no. The roaches say, you get back on home or just die. If you don't want to run away, I can kill you as well. If you'd be more comfortable with that, I think that can be arranged. Solar getting another spore crawler. Again, that mutaflock is getting pretty big. It's up to 18 right now. Muta's flying on in, and the Lings get a full surround on this base. There's no saving it now. Liquid Snute has no ability whatsoever. The Lings sneaking on into this base. There's nothing here to defend at all. All these drones are absolutely going to die. The hatchery does end up falling as well. The drones forced to run for their lives. The roaches looking for a base. There's nothing to kill, though. Oh, no, roaches. You lost your ability to kill stuff. There are some roaches here to defend against these Lings. Lings trying to run, but most of them end up dead to the roaches on the defensive front here. Oh, the queens got caught out in the open, though, and all of them do end up falling. That is it. There's no anti-air to defend against at all here. There's a ton of spine crawlers. These roaches are absolutely going to get massacred here. The Great Roach Massacre of 2016. They're all dead. The roaches that were going to come up and reinforce for Snute say, you know what? We heard what happened to the guys up here, so we're just going to turn around and head on home. Snute is getting an infestation pit, so Hydras with fungal growth can be pretty good against mutas. It's just I don't think he has a Hydra Den as well. He's just going straight for Infestors. Or maybe just for a Hive, which I'm not sure if that's going to work either. The Muta's flying on in here. 3 Queens and a Spore Crawler. Is it enough is the question. 4 Queens and a Spore Crawler, rather. 2 Queens end up dead immediately. Another one dies. This Mutaflux is just way, way too big for Liquid Snute to handle. The Spore Crawler doing its best. Up to 3 total kills. 4 kills. And actually, darn near still alive. Nicely done, Spore Crawler. The Muta's trying to kill as many roaches as they can. I've been in this position before as the Muta player against roaches, and you just wish your Mutas could kill the roaches faster because this stuff happens. Queen falls. A lot of drones are going to die here as well. The drones trying to run for their lives. The roaches could focus down this hatch, and they're going to do it. They're going to focus down the hatch. Able to do it. Not quite there. The Ling's rolling on in here as well. And another small attack of Lings gets cleaned up inside the natural base, and actually the hatchery ends up surviving. You know what? Quick pause here. Options, gameplay, life bars, damage. That's what I forgot to do. I was like, that's what's going on here. There it is. Damage. Changeling getting taken down by those Lings as well. 11-minute mark here. Both players fighting for their lives. But however, I think this Mutaflux is just too much. It's just too much for Snute to handle. Taking down Overlords, picking off individual Queens in the middle of nowhere. Oh, just getting killed. There are a bunch of spores at that base, but this gold base completely undefended. The Mutas might as well go for it here, although are they going to do it? Free Overlords. Bit of a misrally there from Snute, I think. Although he's not going to be supply blocked anytime soon. He has a lot of supply available. 117 to 71 total supply. Solar in a pretty commanding position here. These poor drones just trying to mind their own business, and this guy's managed to survive. Way to go, drone. You are my hero. Another Overlord dies here. Drones trying to transfer and getting killed. You know, I guess Queen Infestor might work. Get a fungal growth off. Catch those guys. Kill them with Queens with their extra range. Might work out. If Snute can get a pretty good fungal Queen attack here, he might be able to win this game. There's the fungal. And the Queens are going for it, man. Another chain fungal here. I just don't know if there are enough Queens to make it happen. Chain fungling. Wow, these Mutas are getting taken down immediately. So many of them are low on health. They're forced to retreat. Look at these guys. Down to the red, but did manage to escape. Oh, no, for Snute. He wanted to kill that group. He didn't want to just wound them because look at how fast they regenerate health here when they're out of combat. 48, 49, 50, 51. And look at this. Already back in the orange. Oh, bad news here for Snute, the Queens, the Roaches. Some Changelings in here with the army as well. Solar sees exactly what's going on. The Mutas get in, kill 1 Queen, and that's it. A GG from Snute. Snute is defeated, Solar's victorious, and Snute has left the game. So once again, I really think it just came down to that final attack. The chain fungals were beautiful from Snute, but he wasn't able to really get the Queens attacking the mass here. Trying to kill a small group of Mutas here. Some Queens weren't attacking at all. And again, just splitting up his Mutas was really a difference here for Solar, I think, in the attack there, not being able to get them all clumped up. Chain fungals were good, just not enough energy on those infestors to make it stick forever and kill the whole flock, which would have really turned that game around. But in the end, it was Solar that took the game, and Snute that takes the loss. So that's it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thanks for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Seems like any other summer's evening. But tonight is special. No one knows why the creatures here are so special effects. After 17 years underground, just to prove her wrong. Well, just get back to me when you have an answer.
Sounds wanted on the telephone.
You know better than to interrupt me. Say I'm busy and hang up.
All sorts of creatures now appear, including some really unexpected ones. They spend their days underground and only emerge at sunset.
About 3 days later, she was good and ready. So she put on about a half a pound of makeup, fixed it up with a veil, and set forth to see the mill in person.
I've waited 20 years for this call. Now the mill can wait until I'm good and ready.
At first, there are merely thousands, but soon more than 1 billion swarm all over the forest. The biggest emergence on the planet is underway. But as night falls, they're transformed. The hunted become hunters.
It was her time to go. It was her time to go. Kill them, and they're gonna pay.
In fact, all sorts of creatures are nocturnal.